blush to use. I got soap on my hands. Okay, so I'm going to be using the click brush. I'm going to be using a contouring brush, and then I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This one is just, this click brush is just for the regular blush, and then the other two are for the contouring and highlighting. Okay, so my main blush is going to be Dirty Plum. Okay, just tap that in there and get it on my cheekbone. Start 2 fingers away from your nose. Oops. So 2 fingers away from your nose and just tap it up into your cheekbones. This is how I like doing it. Until you feel like you have enough color there, and then go onto the other cheekbone. Everything on your face doesn't have to be like perfectly the same. So if one's a little bit higher, it's okay because your face is not, you know, perfectly symmetrical. You know, try obviously as hard as you can, eyelash, to get it to be the same, but it doesn't have to be like, you know, exactly like, you know, 3 inches from here and, you know, 2 inches up. It's just, you know, you work it. Okay, so both the color is good on both sides. Now I'm gonna take my contouring brush, and I'm gonna go into Embark. For my skin tone, Embark is a great one for me to use this as contouring. You could try Blunt Blush. That's a great one if you're skosh lighter than me. You can try something matte. Let's see. There's a matte brown that is like 2 shades deeper than you. Okay, so that's how I'm going with my contour brush into Embark. And I'm just going to look in the mirror and say, okay, you don't want to go too low. So I'm going to go right below where the blush stops for my contour. I'm going to hit the small angle of the brush towards my ear and the long angle towards my mouth, and then just sweep up. Like so. And it's not something where you're like, okay, I want to see a line. No. You want to barely see that you're depositing anything. Maybe you tap it in there one more time. And always tap off. Because it's easier to add to than to take off. Because then it could just start getting muddy. Alright, and then I'm just going to flip the brush around and just blend it just a little bit up. Okay? And I'm going to repeat for the other side. Not so slow. It looks a little bit like I have a little bit more of a cheekbone. If you have high cheekbones, don't do that step. I mean, you really just don't need it. If you have high cheekbones, do a little highlighting. So the next one I'm going to use is I'm going to use Prim and Proper, and I'm going to use this fluffy brush. I got this from Crown Brushes years ago. And I like this color because it's like almost like a peach tone to it, and it's a tad bit of shimmer. And this is going to be my highlight color. So I'm going to hit this like right like at the top of the apple, like right here, okay? So not in the front, but on the side. That's how I'm going to start it. And once again, it can be one of those things where you see it only a little bit. You don't want to be like, oh, she has highlight on, oh, she has blush. It should be all blended. Okay, and whatever I have left, bring it to the front. But I don't start it here at the apples, because then it's like all highlight right there. So I like to do it mostly on the outside corner of my eye up, not really in the underneath, not here, okay? So, and if you want to hit it again, and it has a little bit of shimmer, which is nice, and just whatever's left over, you can bring a little down. And then again, and what's left over. So that's it. That's my blush tutorial. That's how I do my blush when I do a 3-part. Most times I just do the highlight and the actual blush, because sometimes I just think the contour might be too much, but today I really wanted to do something special. Since the eyes were monotone, I went with Dirty Plum, which is a plum purple color. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this little mini